Hi guys, it's April and I'm super excited to do this today because the wonderful people at Ohuhu so kindly sent me this new collaboration between Ohuhu and Jade Summer. They have designed this coloring kit where they have put together their Honolulu set B marker set along with some of Jade Summer's coloring pages. I believe there's about 40 different coloring pages inside of this set, along with, of course, 48 of the Ohuhu Honolulu markers. I have never actually used Ohuhu markers, so I'm super excited to try them out today. And I have never done a Jade Summers coloring page before. So it is just a world of first for me. So I guess we can just like open this up and see what's going on. Okay, so once you get the sleeve off, it does come in this zipper case, which is kind of cool, especially if you want to take it traveling with you. Oh, look at that. I wish I could zoom out a little bit further, but these are the 48 marker set, and they have them nicely laid out for you. They have a, let's see, a brush tip on one side, I believe a bullet, yeah, a bullet on the other side. And then they have all of this stuff over here. So over here, what do we have? Oh, it's just like, looks like we've got some information on the markers. And if I remember correctly, they just relabeled their colors. So the numbering system has an organization to it that I really like. It looks like it's based off of the color wheel, and then you've got the numbers. So you've got G for the greens, and V's for the violets, R for the reds, Y for the yellows. Love that. We've got some postcards we can color. Those are super cute. So these kind of give me the vibes of if you like to just color for relaxing or, you know, de-stressing for the day. We've got some stickers. Oh, okay, so this, I believe, this is a color swatch set. I don't know, maybe I'll use this, we'll see. And then we have the coloring book. I'm going to flip through a couple of these pages so you can get a feel for what this looks like. Oh, I love this. This is a protective sheet so you can put it behind your page while you're coloring. Oh, and it's plastic, so it's going to be easy to clean and reuse. Love that. Oh, and they give you some coloring prompts if you want to add another layer of challenge. The paper feels really good too. It's got a nice thickness to it. Oh, and you can do a color chart inside the coloring book. Okay. Now the real question is, what page should I try and color? I think as soon as I see it, I'll stab. Just the possibilities. I like that. want to do the wolf? But yeah, I can see myself just like sitting down in an afternoon and picking one of these pages and just coloring through. I'm gonna end up going through this whole thing before I find something that I'm happy with. So what you didn't know is that you're gonna get a flip through of this. Okay, I kind of like this. Why? Because it means I can use some of the pink tones. And those are always the colors I use first when I'm coloring. So we'll put that protection sheet in there. So I grabbed the deep vermilion and the deep blush. So this is R210 and R014. I'm going to do the deep wine, which is the R513. I'm not going to be careful about this. Okay. I think I'm going to have a little bit of fun trying to blend these three. I can see why people would want like the full set of these. It's like I said, they didn't include a lot of pinks in this set, and that's totally where, because they have this RV faded lilac. Yeah, that's just going to be a purple. And that's way too light for what I want to do. I could just try doing it with these two colors. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just do a 2 blend. We'll see where we can go from there. How's that sound? just doing the flower, I can tell you now, I understand why people quite enjoy these markers. They are very nice to work with. Real question is, what does it look like? Because I am very heavy-handed with my markers and my ink, and this is holding up surprisingly well because, yeah, you can see I used a lot of ink, and even the protector sheet doesn't really have much on it. This paper does like to soak up the ink, and I think it's because it's more of probably a mixed media paper, but it will like just take that ink. What colors should we use next? I'm thinking some greens. Follow my first gut. Probably the G315 and go with the BG24. So this is sea glass blue and dark emerald. So I've been coloring the wrong side of the swatches, but it's just a way to get the test color out. To my color swatches being on the left side of the swatch, but I didn't even think to stop and look to see like which side am I supposed to actually be coloring that on. So if you do use that, pay attention to that. Do look pretty good together, but it is a huge jump. I wonder if this G12, so this is mineral green. Okay, yeah, that's a nice in-between. So we'll use 3 there. And I just kind of noticed that the bullet tip has a line on the side, so you don't have to necessarily look for the graphic. One thing I am noticing with this paper as I carry on is because it's got a little bit of a tooth to it. You can see that in your blend. If you blend like I do, if you put a lot of ink down and you're kind of trying to move the color around. So it tends to look a little splotchy, but I think if you're just doing this to relax and to unwind, I mean, it's not bad. It gives you some room to play around with technique. I think what I want to do, at least for the background, I want to do a dark blue and maybe a black. So we do have the cobalt blue, which is the BV315. And I do know I have a black, which is 120. And they do have a colorless blender, so I can clean up some of the spots where I got a little carried away. Yeah, it's going to be a dark blend. And I don't know if it's going to show up too well on camera, but it's going to work for what I'm thinking. Okay, and then for the globe, which could be the moon, which could be whatever, I'm gonna do some yellows, I think. Okay, so I've grabbed melon yellow, sunflower, and dark marigold. So this is, let's put them light to dark, Y27, Y29, and Y213. Now, I'm trying to keep this page simple and not overthink it. My gut instinct is to come back and do some colored pencils over top of that. But I'm just going to keep to the heart and intention of this set and just use the Ohuhu markers. Those are really close together. Not sure I want to use both. I might still though. I'm gonna get the eggnog yellow out because I want to test something. I am gonna lean more into, do they have for the warm grays, but we've only got one of those. And then we got a yellow gray. So I've got the eggnog yellow, the dovetail gray, and the heathered grape. So it's Y34, YG, Y05, and YG08. And yes, I did color on the wrong little spot, but that is okay. So here's where I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to do a base of the yellow and then go over it with the grays. I think I'm also going to do a full coverage of the YG Y05. I put a little bit, but not much, of the YG08. Okay, so after filling out this page, I think overall it's pretty good. I love this protector sheet. This is my favorite thing in the set. This paper, I wish it had less tooth. I think because it's being sold as a marker set, it's hard to have such a toothy paper with markers. I can see that if this gets sold separately at some point, so you can use this as mixed media, because I think colored pencils over top of markers would be amazing with this paper. But just as a marker set, this isn't the best paper for markers only. Because like I said, you can kind of see how the blends are fighting each other, and it's because of that tooth of the paper. So you can start to see some of that paper coming through because of how I was layering, especially with the lighter colors. When I go over the darker colors with the light, you don't get that smooth transition that I really love. Overall, it's still really nice quality paper. I think this is a fun introduction to the Ohuhu markers. I wish the set was a little bit different than it was. I wish it was catered more to the pages that were in the Jade Summer coloring book. Given the types of pages that are in this, you almost want more of a crafted feel for the marker set. But the good news is Ohuhu does have open stock. So if you do get the set and really end up loving it, you can start to supplement your own colors to it. I do think this set is nice for anyone who wants to just sit down and just have a relaxing time coloring. It took me about an hour to do this page in this style. I mean, there are some things I still probably want to tweak here and there, but I'm trying not to overdo it right now. I do believe this set is being sold over on the Ohuhu website and on Amazon. I think if you just search Ohuhu Jade Summer, this set will come up. At this time of me recording this, I believe this is selling for about $55. I will link all the information I have down below in case you're interested in getting this set. I do also have a little 10% off if you're interested in that as well. All the information I'll put in the description so you can go and check it out. This was a fun little project to do. I'll probably look a little bit more into the Ohuhu Honolulu markers. They have a nice feel to them. So let me know if you end up getting this set and if you try out this coloring book. I would love to hear or see any of the projects you end up doing for this. And if you want to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe down below, hit the bell, do all the things to get all of the notifications. And I do hope I will see you guys in another video. Heart your beautiful faces. Bye.